So, after our embarrassing defeat at home to Manchester United in the FA Cup on Friday night, we have got to dust ourselves off and go again, this time in the Premier League against Cardiff. Now, Cardiff are sitting in the bottom three of the table. We all remember Lacazette scoring a screamer against them to win 3-2 at their ground earlier in the season. In fact, that was the first two Premier League goals they'd scored, and lo and behold, it was Arsenal that gifted them to them. Now, we need to get back to winning ways sharpish. Obviously, we had the game against Chelsea, the last league home game. We obviously beat them 2-0. We need to win this game. Man United are playing Burnley, and we need to keep them off our tails and keep winning games, basically, because if we've got any chance of getting top four, we can't afford to be slipping up. Obviously, it's going to be a bit of a weird moment for the Cardiff players, because obviously the tragic news about the aeroplane that's disappeared with their new striker on it, Salah, and obviously the pilot as well, that still hasn't been found. They haven't been found, and this is their first game since that came out that the plane's disappeared. I went on a podcast last night, Gunnar Eagle Eye, go and check that out if you want. There was a Cardiff City fan on there that said that some of their players have skipped training, some of the training sessions have been cancelled because the players just ain't in the right frame of mind. Obviously, they've done their press conference today. I heard Neil Warnock speaking about the events and how they're still going to keep searching. Apparently, they're going to search underwater now. £250,000 has been put aside for that. So that's going to start this weekend, this Sunday apparently. But yeah, it's going to be a bit of a weird atmosphere. Their fans have got to travel the long distance from Cardiff to London, and fair play to them for doing so. Obviously, you know, in this terrible time, in my opinion, the game should be called off. I don't think it's right for their players to go into this game as soon as they have. But the Premier League ain't calling the game off, so I suppose we just have to get on with it. And I suppose as soon as the first whistle goes, everyone's thoughts will be on the actual game itself. Obviously, we've had a couple more injuries since Man United. Socrates, he's going to be out until the end of February, and that rule has got to be changed, seriously. The geezer was clearly offside. The linesman can't put his flag up until the ball gets right next to him and he tries to go for it, and then the flag goes up, by which time Socrates has jumped, landed and gone over and done an injury. So we're without him until the end of February. Lauren Koscielny, Unai Emery said that he's not going to be available for this game, but we do have players that can step in. Not sure where he's got that from, but yeah, we will get into the 1 to 11 in a minute. But he's going to be out for at least this game, and obviously we've got Man City on Sunday as well, and we're going to have to get back to winning ways pretty sharpish, because that is going to be a tough test up in Manchester on Sunday afternoon. So before I get into my 1 to 11, big up everyone who's subscribed to the channel so far. We're well over 5,500. The views have been mad. You lot are crazy on the comments. I can't even keep up. So yeah, keep sharing the content around. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And obviously, like the content. Let me know you're enjoying it. It's the only way I know. So keep smashing that like button for me. Anyway, on to my 1 to 11. After Petr Cech's woeful performance, he won't be getting back into my team. So I'm going to go with Leno. I just feel that he brings more of a calming influence to the back four. They all seem to know that when the ball's going back to him, they break, they make their shapes on the edge of the box. They all take their positions, and they know that he's good enough to just be chilled and pass the ball out. Whereas Petr Cech, his kicking's useless. So yeah, that's an easy choice for me. Leno's going in goal. I'm not going to put Ainsley Maitland-Niles at right back this week. I thought his performance against Man United was shocking. I don't necessarily blame him, because obviously, as we know, he's not a right back. So, unbelievably, I am going to play the club mascot, Kyle Jenkinson. He's better than Lichtsteiner, so let's put him in. Let's see if he can put a performance in. He won't be having the likes of Martial and Rashford running at him, so he's going to, hopefully, this is my 1 to 11, not the 1 to 11 I think Emery will pick, by the way. So yeah, if he does play, then hopefully he plays well. On to the left side, I think it's time to drop Kolasinac. Again, another woeful performance against Man United. What frustrates me with this guy is that he's decent going forward, but he panics when he gets into their box. He always picks the wrong option. He could either shoot and he passes, or he passes and the pass weren't. It's just like, mate, have a shot, do something, do it properly. You're taking the mick, man. Come on, just slow down. Because there's been times this season where he could have had a shot, and it's an open goal to have a shot, and worst way is the keeper parries it and we get a tap in, but he's squared it back to nobody. Or he's squaring, like, you know, having shots when he should be squaring them back. And it just infuriates me. A little bit of quality in that final third, and I think that Monreal's got that. So Monreal's pretty decent going forward. He's better defensively for sure, so I'll put Monreal into my team. The two centre-backs, obviously, you can now tell I'm going with a 4 at the back. I'm going to go with Mustafi and Mavropanos. I did toy with putting Kolasinac at left-back and then putting Monreal in, but let's go with 2 natural centre-backs, and let's hope that they have a good shift and a good performance, because when Mustafi came on against Man United, within 2 minutes of him being on the pitch, he was trying to 2-foot Lukaku. So, oh God, this is going to be on edge all game. I can sense it already. So that's my defence. On to midfield, Lucas Torreira. He's been bang average since he scored the winner against Tottenham. Yes, I know he scored against Huddersfield, but even that game he was not all that. And he looks like he's been a bit burnt out. Maybe the double training sessions and the high intensity that he plays his game have just caught up with him. Obviously, it's a faster league, more intense league, but let's hope that he can put a shift in and get back to how we know he can play. Next to him, I am dropping Granit Xhaka. As far away from Arsenal Football Club would be good, but only for this game. And I am going to put in Ainsley Maitland-Niles in his right position. Now, against Chelsea, he did actually come on for this game and play in his right position. And within 2 minutes, he was being put a right back because Bellerin got injured. So yeah, I'm going to put him in his right position, and hopefully he can get up and down and do a shift, because when he plays in his right position, we've seen the performances he can put in. So that's my pair in there. I'm going to put Aaron Ramsey alongside him as well. I'm going to go with, I'm actually going to go with Diamond. So I'll go with Torreira at the base. I'll go with Maitland-Niles on one side. I'll go with Ramsey on the other side. Ramsey for the Man United third goal. He was the only one sprinting back in that midfield. And it was quite worrying to watch, considering he'd been on the pitch 80 minutes. And Guendouzi and Ozil had been on the pitch 10 minutes, and they're just strutting around. So, yeah, neither of them are starting this game for me. Aaron Ramsey alongside Maitland-Niles and Torreira at the base. At the peak of that, the number 10 position, I suppose you could call it, I'm going to put Alex Iwobi there. Now, think what you want about Alex Iwobi. I thought the game was dead soon as he got taken off. It killed all of the pace out of the game, the tempo out of the game, and by bringing on the subs that we brought on, it just slowed the midfield down. So let's see what Iwobi can do in his right position. Obviously, that now leaves the 2 strikers. Well, there's only 2 because Eddie Nketiah is not good enough right now. So yeah, Lacazette, who put a shift and a half in against Man United for no reward, still chasing down the goalkeeper in the 98th minute, even though we were 2 goals behind and had no hope. So fair play to him. And Aubameyang needs to do a lot more, because he's been pretty inconsistent in the last month or so. 1 week he's brilliant, tracking back, doing everything he should be doing. Then the next week he's anonymous again. So let's hope that we get the Aubameyang that played against Chelsea a couple of games back. And if we do, we should comfortably win this game. Now, how I see this game going, obviously Cardiff ain't going to come and go gung-ho against us, because they know the quality we possess on the break. So I think they're just going to sit deep, try and be compact, try and allow us to get crosses in. Obviously, we haven't got a headerer of the ball in the box. We haven't got a Giroud-esque type player. So I think that that's going to be their game plan. I think they're just going to sit deep and hope that we run out of steam and keep whipping balls in for them to mop up. Obviously, we know they can possess a goal threat. They did that at the return fixture over in Cardiff earlier in the season. So we've just got to sit back, take our chances, and not go stupidly forward. And when we do go forward, we go as a team. And when we come back the other way, we do it as a team, not individuals doing it. Because I'm sick and tired of our midfielders just running forward and nobody wants to track back, which then isolates the centre-backs, which is why then people go, yeah, you can't defend, we can't defend. We can't defend because too many of our midfielders can't be fucking asked to help out. So let's attack as a team, defend as a team, and hopefully, we can win this game. I'm going to go with a score prediction for this game of Arsenal 2, Cardiff City 1. I do think they'll get a goal, probably from a set piece, corner, free kick, etc. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your formations, your starting 11s. Let me know what you'd do differently. Would you go 3 at the back? Would Ozil get in your team? Would you play 1 up top? Let me know. Leave it all in the comment section down there. Don't forget, subscribe, like and share the content around. And I'll be back for the review of the game straight afterwards. I'll be at the stadium tomorrow night. Until then, I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.